the Anunnaki, the Book of Enoch, and History of Harut and Marut, mentioned in the Qur'an. All of these mysterious stories come together at one place, the dark and secret. Hermon Mountain. Hermon is one of the most mysterious mountains in the world. Has been watching this mountain for years and calls it cursed. Today this mountain is under occupation and Netanyahu seems very happy about it. But why is it so important? Could it be the secret book left by Harut and Marut, who taught people magic as mentioned in the Quran? Or are they searching for forbidden knowledge brought by beings from outside this world? The Anunnaki exist in Islam. Do they have secret books hidden in this mountain? This is the beginning of our mystery video series. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video so ya won't miss any music. Then if you're ready, let's begin. This mountain is not like the others. It has very different secrets, and this is more than just a conspiracy theory, because while you are watching this video, Israel will still be digging there with recent events happening this mountain. Truly civilization throughout history, some mountains were not just part of natural earth, became the center of strange and mystical stories. One of them is Hermon, located on one of the key borders of the Middle Eastern old texts in Jewish holy books and myths. Hermon Mountain was the place of big events, but interestingly it is not seen as holy. It is seen as something outside of holiness. One of the most shocking things is this: some people believe that deep inside this mountain there is forbidden Clyde. This knowledge was not from Earth. It caused fast changes in technology in the past. Some believe that thousands of years ago, when humans got this knowledge, they became corrupt. Then the big flood of nuke everything was reset. Life started again from zero. So who brought this forbidden music knowledge? Many of you have heard about fallen angels. These are beings who were sent down from the sky, removed from and connected to darkness. Sometimes they are shown as evil, sometimes they are shown as sad or tragic. But we must say this clearly: the idea of fallen angels does not exist in Islam. In the Quran, the angels are perfect beings. They never so believing in angels that rebel is not correct for us as Muslims. We as Muslims do not accept the idea of fallen angels. But if we want to understand the strange things happening in the world, like secret groups, dark rituals, fast technology changes, deep fears and old mysteries, then we need to study where this belief came from and what it says. Even if we don't accept it, many powerful people in the world believe in it. And as you can see, today Israel has taken control of Hermon Mountain and they are enjoying their control. So what is the story of the fallen angels, and what does it have to do with Hermon Mountain? Here we see enough the prophets mentioned in the Torah. Enoch and his book. In the Islamic tradition, Enoch is believed to be the Quran. It is said that Prophet Idris was raised to a high place. It is believed that he was taken up to the sky. In the Torah, the same thing is said about Enoch. God took him the book of Enoch. According to Jewish and Christian belief, tells us about a strange event that happened before this rising. And the angels looked down from the sky. They saw the beauty of human women and made a promise together: let us go down, let us take the women as our wives and have children with them. He said that angels came down to the top of Hermon Mountain. This is the Hermon Mountain near today's Syrian border. Because of this dark promise, the mountain became a non-holy place. To the Jewish belief, even the word Hermon in Hebrew comes from a root that means to curse. According to Enoch, these angels, also called watchers, did more than marry human women. They gave humans forbidden knowledge. They taught women how to make shiny jewelry, men how to make weapons, people how to do magic, how to read how to make spells with plancho, to use the stars to guess what will happen. Humans quickly gained knowledge from these beings that came from the sky. But this was not holy knowledge. It was called dark knowledge. From this union, giant beings were born. The Nephilim, huge, wild and violent creatures who ate humans. Johnson, because this could not go on, God sent a great flood. He chained the angles and the Nephilim were destroyed. That show the story goes. Of course, as we said before, this history is not Islamic and does not make sense in our belief, because in Islam angels never disabi. They have no gender and they cannot have children with humans. But maybe the ones called angels in this history were actually John. Still, we cannot say this story is true. There are no Islamic sources that tell it like this. But to understand the topic and what is happening today, this story is important. Bez, the people who now control Hermon Mountain, Israel, believe in this history. So where do Harut and Marut angels mentioned in the Quran fit into all of this Sif? You notice there are some interesting similarities between the history of Harut and Marut and the story of the fallen angels who came down to Hermon Mountain. In Islam, we don't have many details about Harut and Marut. In the Jewish belief, these two angels also fell in love with a human woman. Just like the other angels, this woman's name was Zah. It is said that they taught her the Islam prayer, the greatest name of Allah. Because of this, Allah punished them. They were chained and hung upside down in Archive until the day of judgment. As for Zara, after saying Thisma, she went up to the sky, but this was a big sin, so Allah turned her into Asta, and that star is what we now call planet Venus. According to the Qur'an, Harut and Marut are real angels, and yes, they did teach people magic. Some of these spells were even used to break marriages, to separate husband and wife. But when they taught people, they always said, "We are only a test, do not They never taught anyone lest they gave this warning. First, the extra stories that come from Jewish beliefs are not accepted in Islam, but as I've said before, if we want to understand today's events and secret plans, we need to know about these. Now back to Hermon Mountain. Some people believe that Harut and Marut are still hanging inside a cave, waiting fourth day of judgment. And here is the most shocking part. That cave is believed to be near Damascus, Syria, close to Hermonian, because Hermon is said to be a place where the fallen angels came down and taught forbidden knowledge. Some people believe that the cave of Harut and Marut is also in Hermon. This is the root of all the mystery about Hermon Mountain. Maybe Israel is searching for Harut and Marut in Hermon. Maybe they're trying to find the forbidden knowledge that should never be learned. So, what is the connection between Hermon Mountain and beings from outside our world? This question comes from people who believe in the story of fallen angels. If angels cannot disobey Allah, and if fallen angels cannot exist, then what if these beings were not angels at all? What if they were actually visitors from another place and humans only thought they were angels or gods? This brings us to the story of the Anunnaki. There are similarities between the belief in fallen angels and the history of the Anunnaki found in Sumerian tablets. In those tablets, beings from Veski came down and taught humans. They taught farming, astronomy, and metal work. Some people think these beings were from a very advanced civilization and that they came from outside the earth. Some even believed they were Hasha gods. Some maybe the angels or gods that people believed in were actually symbolic stories used to describe intelligent beings from beyond earth. This mystery still remains unsolved. Israel believes that the ruins of the system these beings destroyed long ago might still be hidden at the top of Hermon Mountain, and they have already started research. Thereafter, the Israeli Minister of Defense said they were preparing to make the occupation in Syria permanent. He also said, "Our army will stay on Hermon Mountain with no end." Of course, these claims about Hermon Mountain are not the only ones. Another interesting theory is this: Israel might be searching for the treasure of Prophet Salman on Hermon Mountain, of the most mysterious treasures in history, a legendary treasure that is said to be buried under Jerusalem. Some people believe it is only gold and jewels. Others think it is the key to divine knowledge. According to some beliefs, this treasure is not just about money. It is said to include wisdom, ancient writings, seals, powerful objects, and divine sectors. Prof. Sulaiman was both a prophet and a strong king in the Qur'an, and the Torah. It is said that he could control Janneth, the wind, and animals. Many Jews believe that the secret of this power is hidden in this treasure. So where is this treasure? Since the day it was founded, Israel seems determined to follow the traces of religious and historical heritage. Their dream to rebuild the temple of Simon is only of the most important parts of this goal, because to them the temple is not just a holy building, it is the house of God on earth. That's why Israel's archaeological work is not only scientific, it also has religious and ideological goals. The digging in the tunnels under Jerusalem is not just to study history, but also to find parts of Simon's lost treasure. But some searchers say Israel is now looking outside of Jerusalem to Hermon Mountain. Many people talk about the mountain's strategic value, high ground, clear view, water sources, but some say the is deeper. Some esoteric sources and researchers believe that Israel is digging underground in Hermon Mountain to reach the lost treasure of Salanthia. Are old stories that say Simon had ancient writings and key objects in this area. So maybe Israel's secret work on this mountain is really to find these hidden things, I would say. Let's wait and see, but who knows what we are not seeing. Galred. This video gets 10,000 likes. I can prepare another video about the Book of Enoch from the Islamic view. Please don't forget to subscribe.